How's it going, everybody? It's me, Shane. I'm here to give you another Pokemon Horizons episode review. Today's episode, pardon me, is episode 9, entitled Arriving in Paldea. So, if I go any further, I need you to hit that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be notified of more videos such as this one. Pardon the cracking in my voice. We're trying to arrive at 1,000 subscribers. So, I know we're going to get there. You know, we're in this together. All right. Just like Liko figures out that she's in this together with the crew. Yeah, that's not a good segue at all. Basically, the overarching theme of this episode is Liko figuring out what's good for her. And it's a very, it's kind of an adult theme, right? Because Liko eavesdrops later on, because remember last episode that I reviewed, they made it there. This one before the intro, they made it there. We're excited. It's time to go to Paldea. But the main theme of this episode is Liko deciding what's right for her, right? She feels at home on the airship. And after hearing accidentally eavesdropping, she didn't try to do it on purpose, but she did, on Freed and her father. Her father's not Ash, his name is Alex. But after hearing both of them talk and him saying, well, he was worried about her, right? You know, he knew that she could, you know, go to school and everything like that, but, you know, he just worried about her, especially on the way back. And he knows that she'll probably be able to commute back to school, but he's worried about his little girl, right? And she hears that, and she was so weird coming there, and then going, well, you know what, I'm gonna spend the night on the ship. And I guess she figured she's gonna spend the night on the ship because she's not gonna come back there ever again. But I love that we have several things going on here. We have Freed, who Freed already knows, but I like that he doesn't really push in any direction. He's like, what is it that you want to do? Whatever it is, we with you, right? And what is it? We have Dot, who's wondering what is, you know, she gonna do. And it's funny because I'm assuming that the rest of the crew know what Dot looks like because the old man was there. And the old man said, he said some cool words, right? He said, because she has to air out her needle thing costume, which now I don't think about it, do they, I don't even think they wash on this ship, do they? But regardless of this, because Quaxley was like, whack, he's like, it stinks, and it almost knocked her out. And the old man's laying down on the little observation deck, and he says, hearing a knock but not answering is no different from being out. Remember, they knock, she didn't say anything, it's like she's out. But he says caring but not saying anything is no different from caring. Ooh, if you care about her leaving, say something. We get the girls, you know, Molly and Orla, they do some of the shopping, bargain shopping with that good old Paldea coffee. And Orla even says to Liko, because Liko's like, well, you know, my dad, and she's like, I mean, that's good, but what do you want to do? You still have to do what's right by you. And that is a thing that's in this world, especially when you have a good family unit, parents that have done a lot for their children want to reciprocate that. And when their parents need them, they're there for them, right? You want to show that you care about them and that you appreciate all they've done. So you're willing to make some sacrifices, just like they've made sacrifices. But just like those same good parents would tell you, hey, they appreciate you, but you got to do what's good for you, right? Do what you want to do, and everything's going to be okay. And I like that. I like that her dad even says that. You know, he was trying to tell her, even though I worry about you, I know you'll be okay. But she interrupts him, goes on about finally understand what her grandmother meant by traveling with people in Pokemon. We get a better look at her grandma. Grandmother kind of has the same hair she do, but a little bit yellow. Funny enough, her dad is a Pokemon book illustrator. So he has a painting of Arcanine, Rapidash. I'm going to assume the Arcanine was her grandmother's. I don't know if that's his mom or his wife's mom. Because he says, Liko's like her grandmother. She has that adventurous spirit. But her mom's not out because her mom works. Now, I even wrote in my notes, is her mom a gym leader, perhaps? Is her mom a teacher? Maybe? Who knows? It's so weird that she's used to her parents always being busy. Like one of those kids, those kind of kids that if you've seen, come on, those kind of kids. Oh, my parents are always busy. They don't have time for me. But the mom, maybe. I really hope her mom, her mom can't be Professor Sada. No, that wouldn't make any sense. No, but it just seems like, her dad is usually home. He's doing painting and stuff. So, but she comes to that conclusion. She asks her dad, good daughter. He's like, yeah, go ahead. Travel with what do you want to do? She wants to discover more about this pendant. Wants to see what's going on with that black Rayquaza. Let's do it. On the Roy side, because can't forget about Roy. On the Roy side, he loves books. I like Roy. Roy's so he's adorable. He likes books, so when he finds she reads, her dad makes Pokemon books. He's like, yeah, next room over there is where all the books are. He's in there for most of the time that they're there. And a matter of fact, her dad sends him all the books that he likes. He's like, yeah, no, give them to him. He likes them. Let him read them. Good man. Dot does drawing, so Dot drew a picture of Liko with Sprigatito on the boat, basically saying, I want you to stay, without saying I want you to stay. And it was also cute because she's like, I'll be back, and Dot's behind the door. I'll be waiting for you. Okay. One day they're going to get to see Dot. I do find it interesting that Liko is purposely ignoring the Needle Thing costume that's out there drying, or I guess getting cleansed by the fresh air and sun. I don't know. It's because she says, I didn't see a thing. I'm like, come on, even when you at your dad's house later, still watching the Needle Thing stream, and her stream today was about Pokemon natures, such as having an impish is it impish Slowbro? There's another Pokemon that was there. I don't remember the other one that had Quaxley put on different masks. One was a Slowbro. I don't remember what the other one is, but one being lazy, and then the Slowbro being the impish one, I'm ready to fight. She's saying that depends on how you battle as well, which I thought it was interesting that they mentioned natures in this show. Let me get rid of some of these I have to star some of these notes. What else happens? Cute enough. She's gonna get her dad coffee because her dad loves coffee. Like her dad drinks coffee. Even shared some coffee with Freed. So she goes to get some of that good Paldea coffee, and a Lechonk attacks her. Now, her and Sprig, she didn't notice that Sprig was jealous of the Fido, the cute little new Pokemon Fido, who was her dad's Pokemon, coming up and like, hey, greeting her, nuzzling her, greeting Fuego. Apparently, its breath ferments things, right? So it's useful with bakers and baking things and cooking. And maybe Fuego likes the smell of it because he kind of curled up and did a little rocking thing on his back. And like, he got fermented? No, he probably just likes the smell of the bread Pokemon that greeted him. But Sprigatito was jealous of this, has been basically avoiding Liko. Liko's going to put him in the ball, but like, hey, okay, I guess leaves me no choice. No, it's like, nah, I'm not going back with you. You can't tell that I'm jealous. But a Lechonk steals the coffee, and when she's chasing this thing turns around like, all right, cool, and starts attacking her. I do think it was interesting that Sprigatito was waiting for her at the front door. We talk about how it made up with Fido, or how it warmed up to Fido after this. And after that point, when she's getting attacked, it just kind of knew and just ran out, which, okay, fine, whatever. I'm not, bleh. But why didn't she catch it? Just catch a Pokemon, please. Catch a Pokemon, please. Just one or two, please. Catch one. Gotta catch them all. That's not even the theme. It's called Get Pokemon. That's the Japanese. The Japanese version of the catchphrase is actually Get Pokemon. Pokemon get to say, get a Pokemon, please. Me, Pikachu and Stitch are begging you to catch a Pokemon. The cutest thing, my top moment, the cutest thing, which you can't see here because this is too damn bright, but Fido brings Sprigatito the little bed that it sleeps on, so they both can share on it and sleep together. It was adorable, very adorable. And that's actually the last thing her dad was painting, was both of them sleeping together. Well, sleeping cutely together, because he was trying to draw Fido. Wasn't really feeling inspired, but that helped inspire him, which, okay, yeah, very advantageous. Apparently, he also gives them a lead on possibly the Black Rayquaza, because someone in artist in Bold Town said he saw a rare Pokemon. Could be the Black Rayquaza. That's where they're gonna go. Looking at my notes here, yeah, that's pretty much it. Cute episode, nice episode. Also, found out that the rap at the end is called Rising Voltekkers rap. So it's the RV aura. The RV aura. Which makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. Before I go into ratings, let's look at the Pokemon seminar of the day. It's about Fido. This thing is cute. I know it has one evolution. I think it might have two other evolutions. I am not completely sure, but this thing's adorable. Its Japanese name is Puppy Mochi. That's actually a really good name. Like Fido and Puppy Mochi, those are really good names. Really good names. Apparently, Fido, like I said, ferments things that are in its vicinity using the yeast in its breath. The yeast is useful for cooking, so this Pokemon has been protected by people for a very long time. They say that once you've had, this is in the anime, they say once you've had Fido bread, you get very full, have a warm feeling coming over you. All right. I do like that they don't necessarily eat the Pokemon. It helps them create things to eat. Beautiful. What else? So I got some extra miscellaneous things here. Orange Academy is the canon academy for the anime. The Niraha Academy. I love it. So all of us that play Pokemon Scarlet, we picked the right version. Cyclizar. Someone's riding a Cyclizar and almost knocked over Roy. I guess he was at fault or whatever. I hate that. I hate that when it's like, oh, I'm on the bike, so you're at fault. No, don't hit Roy. But apparently they make motorcycle noises. It sounds like me doing the voice. It's so off-putting because I never imagined that while in the video game verse, people who are riding these things, there are these giant lizards that you ride like motorcycles that make motorcycle noises. I just thought they would just make lizard noises, maybe say Cyclizar, or chip 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 chip, and run a nose. Okay. The town music for the montage where they were trying on glasses, trying different foods, that was very nice. I enjoyed the music in this anime a lot. It was very nice that Liko's like, this is kind of normal for me, but I'm tickled and she's more or less happy to see Roy enjoying himself. Remember, he's an island boy. Excuse me. I already mentioned my favorite moment. Yeah, that's all of the things. Just I enjoy that game music too in the very beginning. I'm gonna keep calling it game music because when I hear it, I think of the video game. We didn't get much of Murdoch. He was supposed to go into town and buy food. So who knows what he went in there and did. But all around, solid episode. It's more character building. It's more character building than what I'm used to for the Pokemon anime. Just full discretion here. But it was nothing of bad consequence happened. It's just we get Liko going, all right, cool, and we get Dot going, I actually do care, so let me just show it in some kind of way. So I give it, what is this, episode 9? So I figured about 15. Feels like this is kind of like an even episode for this, so it's like it's a 3. It's a 3. It's not horrible. I feel like at this series best is when they're exploring the inner workings of how these characters feel. Granted, I did just give it a 3 as opposed to a 4, but I'm giving it a 3 because, no Pokemon battle. I like Pokemon battle, but I don't know. That's just what it feels. It feels kind of like an average thing, but this is so different. There's no Pokemon. Granted, I am from the era of Pokemon of the day. Team Rocket does this. I am still more or less getting used to it. I'm willing to bargain with you. I'll give you a 3.5 because this isn't boring. I enjoyed it. When it comes time when I have to watch multiple things, I tend to watch the Pokemon one first because it's kind of a easier watch. It's enjoyable, and we're seeing Pokemon kind of catch up anime wise to some of the other things that were going on. Because the original Pokemon anime, let's just talk about give me a minute of your time. The original was very much a product of its time. If you've looked at animes of the 90s era, it's kind of that here's the thing of the day. It will some stuff leads and continues on for a story. That's what anime is. There's consequences for the episodes, like catching things, battling badges, and things of that nature. But look at some of the animes of that era, like Metabots. What is another one? Cardcaptor Sakura. Just think of some of the ones that are like that. Wasn't another one, Monster Rancher. You get those. I'm not gonna compare it to Digimon because Digimon did have Monster of the Week too, actually, when I think about it. So yeah, those are like products of their time. But now, as we have crossed over, we're way past the 2010s. We're now at a point where we're learning more about the characters' inner working. So maybe sooner or later, I'm going to get them catching at least 2 more Pokemon, figure out what they want to do. Are they just adventurers? Okay, cool. They're just adventurers. I know Nemona is supposed to show up in episode 10, which I cannot wait to watch that and review that one for you. So maybe we'll end up splintering off and seeing Nemona go and challenge everybody. Is she already the champion like she is in the game at that champion rank? Who knows? But we'll find out. We're not going to do the school thing because we already watched Ash go through school. So I guess we're not going to do school again. We're just paying attention and just knowing that these are 2 trainers two trainers starting off, which is fine. Just my 2 cents. So with all that being said, I'll give it a 3.5. It's not gripping. It's not, hey, you need to hurry up and watch this. But if you watch it, you're going to enjoy yourself. 3.5. Please let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Do not forget, hit that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be notified of more videos such as this one. Thank you for taking some time out to listen to me talk about Pokemon Horizons. Guys, be safe out there. Be good, be blessed. Wash those hands. Be good to yourselves. Be good to others. Out the way it goes. Don't be a jerk. And realize that there's someone out there that cares about you. It's better for you to talk to someone today rather than them mourning you tomorrow, right? I'm pretty sure they would rather talk to you too. So reach out to someone if you're feeling down, you're feeling out, and you're feeling alone. Trust me, you're not alone. My social media is in the description below. Feel free to follow me. Send me a message. I will talk to you. Just don't be a jerk about it. Well, guys, I'm Shane, and I will most definitely catch you next time.